Men and women want the same thing differently. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Athol, and this is The Dateable Married. Men and women want the same thing differently. For men, hold on to your chairs. For men, their primary goal is sexual. They want a sex life. They want a sexual connection with someone. And for men, their secondary motivation, and by secondary I just mean it's still important, but it's less important than the primary one. Their secondary motivation is to have an emotional connection, to have the warmth, to have the friendship, to have the intimacy, to be able to hang out and do things and all that sort of stuff. Whereas for women, their primary motivation tends to be emotional intimacy. They want the warmth, they want the connection, they want the feeling of closeness as their primary goal, and their secondary motivation is sexual. Which is not to say women don't want sex, or they don't get turned on, or they don't really like it, or it's all a great chore. It's not true. Women like sex, it's just secondary to the emotional connection. So this is why we both want the same thing. Both men and women want a sexual connection, and both men and women want an emotional connection. We both want relationships. It's just there's a slightly different order of priority. When the relationships are going well, none of this matters because we both do what each other wants. We both get what we most want from each other, and we both get our primary and secondary needs met, and everything is just awesome, and it feels easy and effortless, and you can do it unconsciously because it's so good. But when the relationship starts declining, what happens is we tend to be a little more fixated on getting our primary need met first, and we start pushing our secondary need off to the side a little bit, which makes perfectly logical, rational sense. Let me get my primary need met. Let me get the main thing I want, and I'll worry about the secondary thing later. It's just we want different main things, and we different primary things, and we want different secondary things. So very often the guy starts fixating more and more on the sex. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it indifferent? Am I getting what I want from this? Where the woman tends to start fixating a little more on the emotional connection. Are we talking? Are we hanging out? Did he miss an anniversary or not do the thing where it showed he was paying attention and caring? And as we slowly get less and less of our primary needs met, we tend to start becoming increasingly disgruntled at having to do things to try and meet our partner's primary need, our secondary one. Which is why we break down into these roles where the wife or girlfriend is like, oh my goodness, the only thing he wants is sex. The only thing he wants is sex. He's not actually interested in me. And meanwhile, the guy is like, oh my goodness, he wants to talk about the relationship again. I cannot go through another one of these things. We can just fall into this death spiral of fighting to get what we want from each other. And we can increasingly see each other as completely alien creatures with completely oppositional, dysfunctional needs. Oh my God, all she wants to do is talk. Oh my goodness, all he wants to do is have sex. And the truth is, it's really not true. Both men and women want sex lives. Both men and women want emotional connection. It's just a different order of priority. So when things are getting down, things are getting a bit dark, try and hold on to that. Like they are not completely, we're not completely alien creatures. We want basically the same thing. It's just a slightly different order of priority, and being a little calmer, a little more patient, a little more methodical and thoughtful about how we approach our relationship, where you're going to get what you want and I'm going to get what I want, and we're going to trade these things off with each other, is really a way forward. And if you can keep your eye on that, maybe relationship doesn't break down into the worst possible place. We want the same thing, just a bit differently. That's it for today, and I will talk to you soon.